GTA VI got delayed and the stock exploded 25% in 4 days. That's not a lock. Everyone's talking about GTA VI trailer, but the smart traders watching this stock behind it. Take-Two Interactive, the company behind the Rockstar games, will going to make millions of dollars after GTA VI launch. I'm going to show you how I use my liquidity concept and trading plan to analyze any chart like Forex, crypto, and a stock market like GTA VI, and you will learn how to copy and paste my system and apply it yourself. And of course, I will share what I expect next on the GTA VI stocks. My first step, before I want to go in with the technical analysis for any chart on any pair, it doesn't matter if the pair that I usually traded every day or the pair that I want to trade it new the first time in my life, I check the high impact and the fundamental news on that pair. So especially for the pairs that it's my first time or I don't trade them usually, I start to check let's say a previous period time to see the high impact news of the previous period time, to see the that pair price action and the high impact news effect on them. So what I mean in a simple language, so I never trade Take-Two stock, so it's my first time. So what I'm doing, I know I'm the trading style on this pair I'm going to go with. It's going to be swing trading because I want to go with the, a long-term investing in this pair. So what I'm doing is, let's say I'm checking, for example, after 2025, I'm checking all the high impact news, okay, and the price action, and I want to research about the affection between the price, let's say the high impact news and the price action that I get in these two, okay? So if I can understand this, I can understand the game master inside of this pair, how he look like, I can understand something about him, how he's moved the pair, how is the personality he have, is he looking for liquidity, is he looking for retail traders, or he don't care about this, right? So because every pair inside the market, Forex, crypto, stock market, they have a game master, okay? Every pair is a game. Okay, your USD, JPUSD, I don't know, stock markets, NASDAQ, every different pair is a game, and every game have a different game master, right? So that reason, you should understand how to analyze these stuff. So now for the Take-Two, what I did is after 2025, this red line is a 2025. After 2025, I research about all these moves, all these high impact news, style and high value moves in this market till today, which is going to be 16 May, right? And also I research about that news, and we're gonna analyze, okay, how these 25%, 20% moves, and what was the news behind it, and how was this effect. So once we understand this, we can understand how the market maker gonna look like in the Take-Two. So the first news that the first high impact news that I was able to find is was 6 February, earning calls, national impact. Take-Two let's say held its Q3 earnings call, but gave pretty much no GTA VI updates, leading to uncertainty and flat market response. Okay, so I also have the news here, which Take-Two earning target as a gamers await for pretty much GTA VI 6. Okay, we can read about the more news here, so we can see increased 3%, and pretty much we can see 1.39 billion, right? So analytic pool of the fact set and expected adjust earning of 58 cents of not booking of 1.39 billion. So we can understand and go with the dive into more to the high impact news. Okay, so we can see its stock advanced 40% to close at the 280.77, right? So what we can see here, because of this earning calls here, price moved from here. We can say we had 20%, let's say 20%, or if we want to go with the overall, 20% high impact news move from here. We can see the markets open with the gap here, okay, which that is a little bit suspicion for us. Okay, so now the next thing that we can see here, it's the GTA Online mentions update. Rockstar fixed minor bugs in the GTA Online. I think it's talking about the GTA V. no major content, minimal to no effect on the stocks, right? Pretty much no, we can't say no effect, but there was in my opinion, was a small hype with the retail traders here to create a little bit bullish moves. Also, we can see the Rockstar Games says the deadline for the GTA Online 3 million bonus. Some just the previous games update inside it, which yeah, we can say we didn't get that major move inside of this expansion. And the next thing that we had, the GTA VI delay announcement, which that was insane. I remember this time all the social media was talking about this GTA 6 delay announcement. GTA VI officially delayed to the May 2026. ttwo stock or T2 stock dropped 10% due to the revenue, right? So here, after the delay, okay, we can take a look. Let's say delay happens at the 1 or 2 May, right? We can say the delay. So let's see the time here. That was 2 May. My bad. Yeah, so once the delay happened, the stock just dropped to, let's say, 10% here, right? So we can say these times happen. So stock dropped 10%. And we had the, let's say, 6 May, which the GTA 6 second trailer released. Okay, I didn't able to find the first trailer news. So we can say some of this bullish moment can be the first trailer of the GTA VI, or we can say before the 2024. I completely don't remember that. But once the second trailer went viral with 475 million views in 24 hours, right? T2 stock jumped 20% as hype and demand surged, right? So from here, prices start to go about, let's say, 25% up, which was insane. But here's the thing. If you take a look, now, yeah, so high impact news pretty much just makes sense, right? But here's the thing that's so interesting and funny for me. If you take a look, before the GTA 6 second trailer, stock already started the major move. So that's mean the people behind this stock, the game masters behind this stocks, they already know when they're gonna drop this, and they already know they already put the liquidities here to move the market. Okay, so pretty much without any high impact news, okay, let's say me and you, if you are retail traders, we don't know when the GTA 6 second trailer gonna release, right? So those game master put the liquidity, put the volume before the trailer, so they can start this move and they can earn their profit fast as possible. So here is a little bit, it's a disgusting move from the game master, which he used a high impact news as a tool or weapon, and he don't use mostly like retail traders liquidity as a weapon. And what we can see pretty much here again, if you take a look, you can see these huge gaps here. Okay, these are not normal candle. These are not normal war between the buyers and seller on this stock. Okay, I can say the peoples that actually moving their stock, they're trading with the, I mean, we have a high value of liquidity in this stock. So me and you as a retail traders, okay, we can change this stock move. What we can do, we can identify the market structure, and we can understand where we can enter as a safe area. So in the basic language, now what we understand is the market maker here is a little bit asshole, and we should understand and pay attention more about the Rockstar and the Take-Two, let's say, high impact news. So when I say the trend high impact news, so we know right now the Take-Two, okay, right now known as a GTA VI, right? So anything happened to the GTA VI gonna happen to the Take-Two. Anything happened to the Take-Two gonna happen to the GTA VI, right? So we should a little bit more pay attention, like in news. Every news happen in about the Rockstar or the Take-Two or the GTA VI, like the meme coins trader. I don't know if you know the meme coins. I'm not a meme coin trader, but the meme coin traders, they are in the X every day. They're just looking for the news. Every news for them is matter, right? So in this case, the news, it's so important here. Now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna dive into looking for the market structure of these pair. So now we're gonna dive into see what is the market structure right now here. So let's dive in. So now we're going to talk about the overall market structure. So let me just give you a quick tip about the market structure. So when we say the market structure, we are not talking about the future market structure. So when I say the market structure right now, it's bullish. There's a one common mistake with the retail traders. So the market structure, it doesn't mean that a future price action or future market structure. So when we say the market structure is bullish, we mean the current structure of the market, the current structure is bullish, bearish, okay? We don't know what's going to be happening in the future. And when we say that, let's say the daily bias on this, it's bullish or bearish, that means, let's say again, bias of the day that we can expect on that day, we can expect it's going to be bullish or bearish. So the market structure, it's not going to mean, if I say the market structure is bullish, doesn't going to mean the future market structure are going to be bullish, okay? So that's mean the current market structure are going to be bullish, which after we find the current market structure, we can identify a scenario of the future price action or the market structure. So in this case, what can I see on the daily time frame? We can also go to the weekly time frame to get the major market structure one. So I can see I have a bullish market structure here, right? I had a shift in trend to the bearish market structure here, then price here shift into the bullish market structure, right? So as long as in a weekly time frame this low get protected for me, right? So I'm in let's say bullish market structure. Now we want more detail about this, so that reason it's better to look for the market structure right now in the daily time frame. It's what we can see. I can see here price. I mean, I'm not going to start from here to market structure because we're talking about the current, and then we want to understand the future market structure, right? Or scenario. So what I can see here, it's we are in the bullish market structure. We had a swing low that get formed before the break of market structure here, which this is a valid swing low for me. Then a expansion and a retracement, and guess what? We get the expansion here. So this expansion here start from this swing low. That means we expecting, so in a bullish market structure, the low that break the high, we're expecting that low get respected and the high get broken, right? So what I mean, it's a basic bullish market structure, right? So let's say this low break this high. So what are we expecting in a bullish market structure? The price respect this low and break this high. So same thing here, and the opposite thing in the bearish market structure. Okay, so what we can see here, it's this low, create a break of market structure, break this high, create this expansion, create the, let's say, pretty much retracement, and here this tree candle confirmation or this swing low, okay, break this high. So we are expecting this low get protected and this high get taken out. This is not a future. This is just what we expect in a bullish market structure, okay? So right now, this low for us is so important. Currently we are in the bullish market structure, but if price take this low here, we're going to shift in trend from bullish market structure to the bearish market structure. Now, here's the thing. Okay, right now we're on the bullish market structure. Cool. Now, here's how we're going to find this possible future scenario for this. So the first thing we're going to see the break of market structure type here. So I can see this market structure, the last major break of market structure for me, it's not with a body close. Guys, the body close break of market structure, it's important in any pair. It's so important because let's say if the pair is open from here, and if price want to take this up, and if price so serious to go up and create a new expansion, why price or why that candle didn't able to hold it and close above this? So we can get this break of market structure with a body close. Okay, so here's the question gonna come to play. Now, due to my experience, 90 or 80% of the time, once we get a break of market structure with the wick, that's not a valid break of market structure. And when I say that's not a valid break of market structure, that doesn't mean that's not a break of market structure. That's that we have it's in a simple language. If it's with the wick close, there is a high possibility that price gonna shift in trend and shows this is a fake move. So let's say we have a high possibility here to price to take this low. Okay, so see, I just start with the basic market structure. Then I start to analyze the small detail like How was the volume? How was the market structure close? The break of market structure close to identify my future scenario. Now, this is not my weekly or future bias that I'm expecting. We need more data to understand and stick with different scenarios. But right now, I understand this. There is a 80 or 90% chance that price going to take this up. Why? Because this is not a valid break of market structure, and this was just a fake move to bring the retail traders here to enter and take them down. So now this is the market structure. So now what are we going to do? So I'm starting with the high impact news. We just went with the high impact news. Then what I did, I pretty much I looking for the market structure. Okay. Then after that, I'm looking for the previous week or day or month. In this case, we can say week. Okay, candle to analyze if the high and low came from a valid point of interest for me and identify the daily or weekly previous high and low liquidity. So let's dive into the third step. So now let's dive into see the previous candle, the weekly candle or daily candle came from a valid POI or not. So I'm going to talk about this. So right now I'm on the weekly time frame, and what I'm doing is first, so this is the previous week candle, right? Because stock markets open and close time is different from the forex market. So I can see this is the open area of the last week candle, which price open at this point. So if you take a look, we have a high movement and the low movement here. That means price tap to a high or low and give us a major, let's create this move here, right? So now if we take a look, this low movement, that means if price tap to somewhere and go up, right? So price can't randomly just tap to a somewhere and go up. So the areas that price tap to and show us interest on it or go up and create huge or massive reaction on it, we call them point of interest. If you don't know what is the point of interest, take a look to this video here. It's going to be a great video. I talk about the point of interest and let's say with a huge PDF. It's a great video. I recommend to watch it, right? So now I can see we had a support and resistance area here, which price tapped to this support and resistance area and give this move. Now the high, because this is a new level of the price, we don't have anything here that price tapped to it, right? So pretty much a new level of price, right? So pretty much here, price didn't tap to any POI to give us this reaction. So in a case that if the high and low of the high time frame candle didn't tap to any POI and give us a reaction, that area for us gonna be, let's say, previous week, okay? In this case, previous week high liquidity or previous high week liquidity, okay? Anything that we call it, previous week high liquidity, okay? So this is going to be a liquidity for us because there is because we don't know why price reacted from this area, right? We don't have any point of interest. We don't have nothing. So we can expect this going to be a liquidity for us here, right? So in the same, you can also come to the daily time frame and we can see the high that there was a yesterday candle, pretty much the Friday candle, price open, the high tap to the Nova. So this is going to be previous day liquidity, but the low we can see price tap to the order block here. If we can take a look, we have an open area order block that price tap to this order block and give us this small retracement. If you go to the 15-minute time frame, see price go up and tap to this area, give us a small retracement. So high and low in the daily time frame. High came from a valid POI, but the low, yes, the low tap to the support and resistance in a weekly. Even if you go to the monthly time frame, the previous candle, you can see the low tap to the, let's say, order block or open area order block or whole candle of the order block here, but the high didn't tap to the nowhere, right? So I can say this is going to be a strong area of liquidity for us, which this is going to be so important. So now we understand this. What are we going to do? We are going to look for the key levels and the liquidities and the scenarios. Okay. So now when I identify, so what I would do first, let's do a quick recap. High impact news. Then we dive into the pretty much market structure. And the third one, we dive into the previous candle move. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to dive into the key levels and ranges and the liquidities to identify our scenarios. So let's dive in. Okay, so now I'm going to dive into the key levels, how to find my key levels or high time frame points of interest area, then the ranges and my liquidity and my entry scenarios. So I'm in a weekly time frame because I'm going to do a swing trading. So what I'm going to do, once I identify my previous candle, I'm going to go with the open, let's say the current candle, which we don't have a current candle here because the market is closed. But I usually wait for market open the open area, then I'm gonna find my key levels. But in this case, because we pretty much I can't wait to the market open, then upload this video for you guys. So let's say this is a pretty much close of the candle. Okay, so the market gonna open here. Okay, let's say if the market open here, but let's say in these areas, the nearest POI, I'm gonna look for the nearest unmitigated POI above and below it. So below it, okay, we have the unmitigated wick here, and above it, in the case, we have the 50% of this unmitigated wick. So these are my unmitigated POI, the nearest above the open area of the new wick candle. The reason that I didn't choose this unmitigated wick, because this unmitigated wick already get mitigated. Why? Because once the candle open, right? Once the candle open, that area get mitigated. So we are looking for the nearest unmitigated POI, okay, above and below the open area of the new candle, right? Which we have this, and we have this unmitigated wick, okay, here. Now, once I find my point of interest, the key levels, high time frame key levels, okay, I'm gonna go to low time frame, okay. Now, by the way, so because my market structure is bullish, the POI below for me is going to be pretty much a daily, pretty much a weekly pro key level. And above for me going to be an obstacle. Now I'm going to talk about what is the difference between them. So just let me change this here to 50%. Okay. So in the weekly pro key level, I'm expecting to price, okay, tap to that area and respect that area and create the major move of the week from that area. So in this case, if you take a look, the previous candle major move of this was bullish move, and price tapped to the nearest POI below this, which is going to be the support and resistance of this area, and create this bullish move, right? So I'm expecting to price tap to the, let's say, pretty much, even if you take a look here, the last 2 week candle, that was open area. The nearest POI was unmitigated wick, and below was this unmitigated wick. Okay, so pretty much price tap to this unmitigated wick and it's able to close bullish. Okay, so this is a weekly pro key level, and the same thing here. This is a weekly pro key level for us, right? We are expecting the major move of the week from this area, and from the weekly obstacle, we are expecting the retracement of the week, a fake move or retracement of the week, which a lot of the point we say this is a retail trader's point of interest. So in the days, we have a weekly pro key level and a weekly obstacle. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop down to low time frame to look for the range. So I'm looking for a bullish or bearish range. In this case, because I'm in a bullish market structure, I'm going to look for a bullish range. So in the 1 hour time frame, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Nothing here. What about the 1 hour time frame? Well, in the 1 hour time frame, let me just fix this here. So I can see we have a strong low, a bullish QM formation here. So this is going to be my strong low, a bullish range that I have. And this is going to be the opposite, pretty much a stop hunt and a break of market structure, we can say. And this is going to be the weak high and a strong low. And this is going to be my internal, the liquidities inside my range that price take it out already. Now, here's my daily, my weekly pro key level, which we are expecting if price tap to here, will give us the major move of the week, right? And from here, if we're expecting price tap to here, give us a small retracement, right? So now, once I have my range, now I'm going to come with the scenario. So if price first tap to that weekly pro key level for me, I'm expecting a bullish move, a major move until this area, which in the way we have a weekly obstacle, which I'm expecting to price create a small retracement and then go and take the previous weekly high. And also in the case, this is going to be my external range liquidity. Okay, so this is my first scenario. Okay, now the second scenario for me gonna be opposite of this, because market is 100%. I don't know which pro key level, which obstacle gonna get mitigated first. So the second one gonna be opposite, which price first tap to the weekly obstacle. In this case, create the fake move and the retracement for me and tap to the daily pro key level and give it the major move, right? So now, in the case, I don't know which one of these is going to happen first. That reason I come with the two different scenarios. The difference between me and you is this. You're looking for one scenario and you're chasing one setup and you're chasing one scenario, but I'm chasing two different possibilities. Okay, there is a black and white, there is a light and dark. Okay, in the market there is a 1 and 2 scenario. Okay, bullish or bearish. Okay, so that reason I cover them both to have let's say, to don't chase any setup, right? To just wait for the perfect setup. So now, if you remember in the market structure, I told you this low, because this is a fake break of, this is not a valid break of market structure, we can say this low can be taken up. So here's the thing. So I have all fucking possibilities in my mind. Now here's the scenario point, which I'm going to look for my entry plan. So in a case if price tap to the daily pro key level first, okay, if price tap to it, so the first scenario I can say, which is going to be something like this. In a case that price tap to a daily pro, weekly pro key level first for me, I'm going to look for 1 hour, or the 30-minute time frame or the medium time frame confirmation. So we need the confirmation to buy it, right? I'm going to wait for, let's say, small time frame QM formation, stop 100 break of market structure, and liquidity formation, and enter below the liquidity as my confirmation entry. So I'm looking for confirmation entry inside this weekly pro key level. Doesn't matter if price doesn't come down. If price give me this confirmation entry, that's a good sign for me to enter. So there is a 2 entry that I can do here. I can enter a direct entry here, and I can go a little bit in the loss, and it's going to be risky for me. Or I can get the confirmation first, and I can enter here, and I can enter with the confidence here, right? So in the case of price tap to the weekly pro key level first, I'm going to wait for confirmation entry in the medium time frames. Then, so what I'm going to do once price tap to a weekly obstacle, maybe if I'm, so let's say from here to here, it's going to be 3%, right? If you go with the higher leverage, so that's going to be different. It's going to be 3%, right? So if my exit, so now here's the thing, and the long-term investing and in the trading, you should have an exit plan, right? So you can say, okay, I'm going to risk $1,000. I'm going to enter with the $1 million. Doesn't going to make sense, right? Or you should going to wait for years and years and years and years for that in the long-term investing side. So we should come with the investing plan. So because I know I have a scenario or possibility that price can come down here. If I get the sign in the low time frame that I see price react to this area, interesting to this area, I'm gonna close my open position at this area, okay? And I'm gonna exit with the 4%, let's say, profit here, the 4% stock growth here, right? And yes, you ask, can we look for the short? Yes, again, you can look for confirmation. I look for the short. But now I'm not talking about what I'm gonna do. I'm talking about what we can expect, right? So now the second scenario of this will be opposite, which if price tap to weekly obstacle first, which we can expect the price first come down and come to the daily weekly pro key level and then go up. So in this case, I'm not going to buy anything here until once price tap to the weekly pro key level. And again, give me the medium time frame confirmation entry, and I'm going to enter with the medium time frame confirmation, and I'm going to exit at the previous weekly high or external liquidity of this range, or I can hold it for more and more and more, right? I can hold it more, but pay attention. 26th of the May, okay, if we able to enter low as the lowest areas possible in this chart, and if we hold it till 26 May 2026, yeah, that stock I can say gonna go to under 300 400. This have these possibilities, which is going to be insane, because the GTAVI come with the great side of the marketing, and for pretty much it's the famous game. So back then we was playing a GTAV, also that was so famous, GTA San Andreas. We used to play the GTA San Andreas. That was so famous game, right? And all of the people, even the old and young, they have a memory with it. Now imagine the legit game, like let's say Rockstar, companion like Rockstar, gonna come with the new GTA. So the generation change, the people are gonna still play this game. And they also announced in this game gonna be a economy is gonna go on. They're gonna have to role play, I don't know, all of this stuff. So back then we used to play the GTA, we role play in our PC, and there was a custom server that you can go and play the role play inside it. So for example, you can be the chef, you can be the police officer, and you can do anything that you want, right? And it was a live economy on there, right? So now they're gonna put this in the GTABI, which I'm not a gamer. I used to be a gamer. I used to play a lot, but right now, but I know this shit is gonna fly up. Okay, this is gonna go up because they're gonna put a hidden economy on this, and it's gonna be a lot of things gonna happen. And it's I can say it's like an NFT. NFT comes, people just use the NFT, the big players, to move the money from here to here with a different shape. Okay, and the GTA what we are gonna be the next NFT, I can say. So now pay attention. I'm not, let's say, financial advisor. I'm not economist. I'm just sharing. The purpose of this video is not a signal. It's not to tell you where to buy or where to sell. That the purpose of this video was to me to show you how I approach to these stuff and give you a quick idea. So if you have please different idea, if you have a different, so because this investing is not fun thing, okay, please just take this as a quick knowledge on information, and put it on your data. Okay, don't copy and paste, and because I'm not guaranteeing anything. Okay, maybe the tomorrow market gonna crash. We don't know. Market is not 100% game. All of us, we are trading based on our discipline, experience, and for sure the trading plan. Okay, so that reason the market is not 100% thing. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Now keep continue. I want to show you a great thing in the next 2 seconds. So if you're really interested to learn my strategy and get funded in 2 months and be in a great community that everyone is a real trader, everyone trading with the live fund account, everyone sharing the idea, everyone got your back, and you're gonna have a roadmap to pass a fun challenge, you join, you know what you're gonna do, and you're gonna have a guaranteed outcome. I recommend to join the Liquidity Inducement Club, which you're gonna join. You're gonna learn my exact strategy, step by step of my strategy here. You're gonna access to a 90-day roadmap, which I'm gonna tell you from day 1 to day 19, which you're gonna go be a funded trader, what you're gonna do. All of these people that you see here that making a real money every day from trading, they joined, they followed the roadmap. This guy, it's been 50 days since I joined the Lil IC community. Thank Ibor for all the knowledge. This guy joined just for 2 weeks, and he just made a 3R here, 3% here, right? So these people, I wanted to thank you for sharing your trading plan with us. It's truly brought the clarity and structure for my trading. I'm excited to share that. I successfully passed the TMO phase 1. These people are getting funded because they join and they're using a roadmap. Stop all this confusing around. And if you want to get funded for the first and last time with 100% guarantee, okay, join to a community that you have a mentor that got your back. You see your mentor live analysis, live idea, live trading idea every day. His stop losses, his win, his, let's say, take a look, win, stop losses, break even, okay? And he's gonna share the trade idea with you as a video where he's gonna enter and where he's gonna exit. So you can be with your mentor side and you can learn his exact strategy and you can be funded trader in 2 months, 100% guarantee. Now it's a time. We just open a limited spot for you. If you are interested, you can join in the Liquidity Inducement Club and change this journey forever. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just put the comments below. I'm going to respond. Take care. See you in the next video. Cheers.